heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that!
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Oh, I forgot to do the thing. I'm sorry. Put the phone down. I can do it now. Wacky wavy. Click. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag. I can keep the energy up. You know why? Artificial. Yeah. There you go. Bing. Holy crap. We're going to die. Hey, everybody. Hashtag WrestlePals. All right. Look, I'm going to start with you.
Me?
So you can revel in your name. You ready? It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. Audible sigh. Audible sigh. Sigh. You want to be lower? I can make you lower. Okay. Want to put you in space? I can put you in space.
I don't want to be in space.
And I'm hashtag WrestlePal 8. I got spooky fingers. I get spooky fingers?
That's right.
Just taking a piss out of everything I do. That's great. There we go. A little lower. So you get the top of your head. And I sink down further like the pilot. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hashtag WrestlePals.
Feeling grapey today.
You grapey?
Yes.
So apparently everything's terrible. Justin.
Life is terrible. I want to quit everything. And,
Everything's awful.
Awful, awful, awful. Especially pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's terrible right now.
You know what? You know what? Hey, I'm never going to watch again.
I'm never watching again.
It's so awful. It's so mean.
I'm not going to watch Tuesday.
I'm just
so sick of this.
It's
disrespectful. It's disrespectful is what it is.
Exactly. And I
they don't respect their fan base.
Gosh, man, I wish somebody would come along and give someone their comeuppance. But I mean, I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, I'd like to see somebody, put them in their place.
Nah, but I mean, if I was going to watch, man, I would hope that those dastardly bastards would get some sort of there would be consequences. Also, repercussions.
Yeah, but they won't. It'll never happen.
No.
And I'm not going to watch anyway to find out if they would.
Yeah.
So, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Terrible.
It's all terrible. So the Money in the Bank pay-per-view was this weekend. It was actually technically 2 days ago.
Oh, we're smarmy, horrible people.
I know. But
because it's the only way to combat smarmy, horrible people, Justin.
If you want to call in and tell us why you're angry, feel free. 757-525-3276. Why you're angry at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Because from where I stand, it was a good pay-per-view.
I mean, if you want to complain, is his beard too perfect? Am I too bald?
Oh, see, it's patchy.
He's trying to sell himself. He tries to sell himself short even now. Look at this. Money in the Bank was, and this is going to be, oddly enough, this is the controversial statement, an entertaining show.
Nah.
It was a fantastic development of storylines, and I'm interested to see. Oh God, we've got a call. Oh no!
We know who it is.
They're going to set us straight. Why are they going to? They're telling us.
We know exactly who it is.
Oh.
Dudes.
You're on with the hashtag WrestlePals, dudes.
Hashtag WrestlePals.
Hello.
What's going on? Hello.
Trying to wake
What's
ourselves
going on,
up.
guys? Hashtag WrestlePals. What's going on?
Sarah, we have to introduce. We got to be better about this. Justin and I don't know how to do phone calls.
No, I do.
Would you like to introduce our esteemed caller?
It's that guy, Fredo.
That guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag that guy, Fredo.
It's hashtag WrestlePal Alfredo. He's on the phone.
Ah. Are you
People know that by now.
Yes. That's what you should.
Hair. Watch this.
Just showing off because you got hair. It's fine. Whatever, man. I'm gonna rub a balloon in here. Can we rub balloons in?
You guys are killing me with this Monday night WrestlePals. Is this gonna be a new thing?
Well, we were dying by having to go back home and then driving back.
Yeah,
Only a couple
man.
hours later.
Right.
Like, I cry about the 30-minute drive, and then Justin's like, well, I'm going to drive 40. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm a little B. Cool. And then, like, no, we're both bitches. We can just hang out and talk wrestling like, as it happens. It's great. It's hot, isn't it?
It's warm in here.
Fredo, did you happen to catch the Money in the Bank show?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? With the exception of the first match, which is the match everybody hates, because my computer decided to, that was a good time to update with all of it, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. You're going to need that Windows 10 right now.
Yes, exactly. I needed it right now on Sunday night at, 8 o'clock.
Nobody's doing anything
So,
then.
right, exactly. So so I missed that match, and I heard about the controversy. And look, here's a couple things I'm going to tell you about because I heard about the match, and the ending doesn't bother me at all.
No, me neither.
We're talking about the women's Money in the Bank, or are you going pre-show?
The women.
Were you mad that the Hype Bros got?
Yeah, because we haven't even started the show
I
yet.
didn't see the. What was the pre-show match?
Oh, you got the reunion of the Hype Bros. The Zack Ryder came back the previous week in a suit, and there's a Mojo in a hypercolor hat.
Yep.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that.
No,
No, not at all. They still it's technically got a number one contender ship in the tag team division. So we got a little. We're gonna have a little play from them. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
But you're going into the women's Money in the Bank. This is where the vast majority of the controversy is this week.
And I don't. You know what? Here's in today's day of the internet and the smart mark and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? People. Wrestling is for you to just turn your fucking brain off.
Yeah.
And just be entertained. And you know what? I don't give a shit that nobody likes that fucking Ellsworth went up there. I think it's fucking brilliant.
It was a brilliant finish.
I think, huh?
It was a brilliant finish. It was clever.
It really was, because it's a way to catapult Carmella into the championship scene without having her straight up beat up Charlotte or any of those other, or Becky Lynch or any of the other ones that had Carmella. See, if Carmella would have gotten the Money in the Bank suitcase on her own, people would be bitching.
She doesn't deserve it. Who's she? Brr.
Right, exactly. And you know what? I like it. I like it 100%.
The thing is,
and it makes her. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The thing is, like, the Money in the Bank matches are made specifically for wrestlers like Carmella. Specifically,
exactly.
Somebody who is right there at that cusp, but they need that one thing that isn't necessarily a championship match or a championship. That's something that puts them literally, basically, a move away.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's made specifically for somebody like her.
She's in the conversation no matter who you're talking about, what you're talking about, what's happening with the actual title. She's always going to be lurking there.
And it makes her relevant.
Mm-hmm. She has to be in any conversation you have.
Right, exactly. And now, the thing is, and here's what I like. Later on with Naomi's match against Lana,
yes,
she shows up.
Mm-hmm. In the conversation.
Here's the thing. Right, and now here's the thing, is that no matter who holds the belt, you need to watch what matches you're going to, say that you're going to be a part of. Because now, here's a woman who's going to be just sticking around the outside. And if you decide to get in a cage match or in a Hell in a Cell match or, a Texas bull rope match or, I don't care what it is.
Well, it'd probably be an Irish bull rope match at this point.
What I don't, whatever you want to, a flaming tables match, whatever. She's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like that because otherwise you get the same 3 or 4 people in the goddamn, title scene, and it's the reason, and it's the reason I'm having a problem with people leaving NXT. is because you got these people who are powerhouses in NXT, and they come up to the best they're going to do is mid-card status because you're never going to give anybody a goddamn break.
Yeah.
You know, until these guys, you know, until Randy Orton goes away. Well, the women's division is, honestly, I think the women's division at this point now, they need a tag team title or their version of an intercontinental title.
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of what that Money in the Bank is going to serve the purpose of is the, hey, you've got these two talking up at the top of the card. Now you're not going to get lost in the shuffle. This person always has to be in the conversation. It was something that can elevate without having to create a title or without having to create a new storyline because it's all cohesive one.
But the problem with that is that it's only good for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute, you know, she cashes it in, and you know, it used to be an automatic. You're gonna, you know, you get it, and it was an automatic. It was going to be a title change, and then that stopped. You know, who was it? Sandow was it?
Cena and Sandow are the two that have lost.
Right.
But Cena, it didn't matter.
No, well,
because he's John Cena, and he's going to always be hovering around the title scene.
Mm-hmm.
Sandow, it destroyed him.
I mean, you know, it destroyed him in a way that he was never going to be what he could have been. Because, like, he
exactly.
He rehabbed himself with the Mizdow gimmick, and like he was relevant for a while, and he could have coming on the other side of the Mizdow gimmick, he could have inserted himself into upper mid card type status, but he never did.
But that was a WWE. That wasn't him.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is, you know, him losing, that was it. He was done. And that's going to be the danger with Carmella. If she cashes in and loses, you destroyed her.
Yeah, but in the
you really have.
Definitely the biggest controversy that's come out of the match from that was definitely the ending. Twitter immediately blew up with this is disrespectful to all these women that have helped build this division. And well, that's the thing. They're all upset. They're all mad. And if they see James Ellsworth right now, and they see and by proxy Carmella, first thing you want to do, boo.
Yeah.
Such a primal part of the show is I want to boo that son of a bitch. And man, I can't wait till somebody just beats it. Like if we comes around Tuesday night and Tamina throws a super kick and folds Ellsworth in half. There's going to be cheers, and all of a sudden, Tamina we were talking about who needs this win in the Money in the Bank match,
right?
And the two names that came up for us were Carmella could do a whole lot with it, as being that just constant threat, or Tamina is one that could use a rehab of an image. And Justin pointed out an amazing point with Tamina, a month of good booking,
and she'd be back on the right track.
And she could be a credible threat,
right?
But you see Ellsworth now, and it's boo.
Who is drawing more heat than Ellsworth right now?
In the women's division?
No, period.
Period.
Who is drawing more heat?
Well,
who is drawing more heat?
Jinder and Owens. But I mean,
okay.
But it's gotten to the point
where
you're talking.
Yeah.
Jinder and Owens should be drawing that heat because they're both
top tier competitors,
title holders.
Yeah,
you know. And after that, who is drawing more heat than Ellsworth?
After last night, probably nobody.
You know
who's going to get close? Maybe the Usos. The Usos have definitely stepped up.
Yeah,
having an amazing match, and then
everybody still likes them. Everybody still likes them.
See, and that's been
I don't know why.
That's been a constant problem. A constant problem with WWE. They build up these heels. There's a lot of personality in them, and people get behind them and love them, and they have to work extra hard to be.
You know what? They're not going to. That was one of the bad things about the Attitude Era. It was the birth of the anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Hey, Bo.
You had the occasional one. I mean, Flair was an anti-hero. Superstar Billy Graham was an anti-hero. Roddy Piper was an anti-hero. So you know, but they were still pressed up as heels.
Right.
You know, but nowadays, you get you get these guys. They're only heels for so long, and then they get pushed into this anti-hero, anti-hero kind of position, just like they do with Stone Cold, like they do with The Rock.
We were talking about that. It's what's almost organically happened with AJ.
Yeah.
AJ came in as a smarmy a-hole, and nothing much has changed about his personality, but people are behind him. Those little gloves are selling, man.
And I'm sorry, Justin.
Hmm?
He's just sorry.
But to me, a huge part of it is that they don't book him as heels anymore.
Some of them,
that's the whole thing. Look at AJ. He's still as swarmy as ever, and he's going against, everybody was a heel. They're teaming him up with Randy Orton, and they're putting him on, and now he's going against Ziggler, and he's going against Owens, and he's with Sami Zayn. I mean, come on.
Well, they're generic. They're putting them because people weren't booing them, so they, it's like, well,
they've let it happen.
Go that way, but this has been my problem all along, is that people don't boo the right people, and you're allowed to cheer or boo whoever you want. I get that, but like, to me, if you like Kevin Owens, and I've lost count of how many times I've said this, if you like Kevin Owens, boo that man. Tell him he's doing a great job by booing him, because that's his job, is to make you hate him and to boo him.
But you know what? The smart marks are the assholes who are out there who push it.
The ones
and
John Cena
that's
sucks.
why I hate the internet. And that's why I hate the internet when it comes to wrestling, is because now everybody's saying, "Oh, it was a shitty pay-per-view." You know what? It wasn't a shitty pay-per-view.
No, it was not.
It was good.
Everybody's crying about this fucking about the ending with the women. No, it was perfect.
Because you're mad.
It was perfect.
You're mad like you're supposed to be.
Exactly.
SmackDown has done the better job of manipulating social media as well. Because immediately after that match, during the show, and they promote it, you have to check out Daniel Bryan's Twitter. You have to check out Shane McMahon's Twitter, because they're saying they're already promoting to the next Tuesday. Oh my gosh, there has to be something.
Unacceptable.
This is unacceptable. You have to tune in Tuesday to see what's going to happen. They do a fantastic job of keeping that continuity, not just from week to week, but from pay-per-view back into show. You're not being left
match
with
to match.
Yeah, yes, even match to match. But intra-show and inter-show, they're able to continue the storyline. You're never going to get a complete and total resolution. There's always a moving part moving you towards the next thing.
Sense of urgency constantly on SmackDown.
Yeah, there's good story to be told everywhere on the card, from top to bottom. The fact that everybody that was involved with the show, they have a story going into where they're at, and it's even towards the end there, you have the Ascension versus the Fashion Police. The Ascension have a story going into that. As silly as it is, yeah, we trashed your office, we're the ones. Tee-hee, we're the secret bad guys. And does anything much come of it? No, but you have a reason to care. Now, granted, it was the come-down match before an amazing main, but it served a purpose. It had a reason to be there. And as a result, I was more interested in it than I would have been if it was just, hey, here's random Team A versus Team B. And SmackDown does an amazing job of using every tool that they have, whether it's backstage, whether it's vignette, whether it's a match, whether it's, talking smack.
Yeah.
Has just been fantastic. Yeah. And in a tighter block, they're able to pull it off better than a 3-hour Raw. Though I gotta watch Raw tonight. There's a lot of stuff happening tonight.
Oh, dude, just watch the last 20 minutes.
Yay!
Oh.
Can I just ask? Was it heartbreaking?
You know what? Yes, it was. But props to the little guy. Because if you look closely, you see tears in his eyes.
That's good stuff.
Oh, it was perfect.
I can't wait to see
perfect. It was. Oh my God! Hold on.
What?
Hold on, guys.
Sure.
He's falling down the stairs. They're telling us that. No, don't do that. Yeah,
I think I
Sleep in the
need
wall?
It was.
I need to get
But anyway.
the Nitro segue music. The we gotta go.
terrible.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was perfect. First of all, I have become such a huge fan of Fashion Police.
We'll get there.
Oh, I was ready to jump in, Justin. Jeez.
Well, we haven't even started on
Okay.
the pay-per-view yet.
You're right. You want to throw us back on track there?
All right, so
Everybody's yelling. Sorry.
well, you know,
The chat room has jumped up tonight.
again, this thing
Yeah.
is not
I'm
working,
sorry.
so like I have to look over there for the chat. All right, so for starters, man, because I hate Ryder in one sense, but like I'm kind of happy to see the Hype Bros back.
Did you watch the Talking Smack from the previous week?
Yeah,
Where Ryder's back and he's in a suit and Mojo's there, and all Mojo wants to talk about is a goddamn squatty potty.
yes,
And he's annoying Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder's like, we got to advance the story, and we got a number one contender. And Mojo's just there. Do the noise. Do that flushing noise. Do the noise for the squatty potty noise. Do this. Just annoying just annoying the ever living hell out of him. And it was awful and honest and beautiful all at the same time.
Are they leading to a breakup?
Maybe. You know what? And it can or it might not. But that felt like, honest to God, like Mojo forgot cameras were on and he gets excited.
Look, here's the thing with Mojo. You got the Andre the Giant tournament winner, Battle Royal winner, and you're doing nothing with him.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
literally doing nothing.
other
You're
than
not
Corbin,
pushing
that's
him
like par for the
forward.
course, though.
But I mean,
They made him fun fodder for Jinder.
you've had three winners, right?
You had Cesaro.
No, you had four.
You had Cesaro. You had Big Show. Cesaro, Big Show, Corbin, and Mojo.
Sounds right.
And Mojo,
Yeah.
right? Wait, did it? Yeah, okay. So Cesaro,
They didn't do anything with him.
they did, but they're doing plenty with him now.
Yeah, but that's
Years later.
Right?
Yeah, not as a result of that.
But right, okay. Big Show is Big Show.
Mm-hmm.
Corbin, we'll talk about later, but Corbin, they pushed him. He came in with the lone wolf gimmick, and I think he does it great. And they pushed him, and now he's getting his thing. And then you had Mojo. Now, granted, it's only been 2 months.
Yeah. Well, and
Since
that's
WrestleMania?
that's the thing. The first 2 months with Corbin on Raw and SmackDown, like before the brand split, he was just embroiled in that feud with Ziggler that seemed forever.
Yeah.
It was only like 3 matches, but it felt like forever, and it felt like that's all we were seeing is Ziggler versus Corbin. Ziggler versus Corbin. Oh, God, okay, I get it. And immediately, you put him on SmackDown, you have the brand split, you put him on SmackDown, and suddenly, you got something.
Right. Now, I don't remember feeling like that with him. The only thing I remember about Ziggler is feeling like he was going on with The Miz way too long. Oh my God, that was killing me.
Well, I
I
mean,
was so tired of that.
really? Because honestly, that revitalized both of them in my eyes. Like they were putting, they could have main evented. What was it? Not Backlash. What was the other one? Like in the fall, where they put the triple threat main event on first, and then Miz versus Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship. Like Ziggler has to retire if he loses.
See, it wasn't the matches. They put on great matches. It was the story.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't care. I didn't care about Ziggler. I didn't care if he retired. I didn't care that he was going through and that nobody loved him. I didn't care.
Huh? That's weird.
I really didn't. I loved the match. Ziggler's, gotta be one of the top 5 workers right now. I would say. Just he always has been. I think he's always been
Yes,
the top
Jarrett,
5,
no
top
mercy.
10 workers. Huh?
He said it was No Mercy.
I'm calling out the show name that Justin was referencing.
But the thing is with Ziggler was I don't buy him as a face. I like him as a heel, and I think when he tries to advance the story of being a face, like I don't want to be a bad guy. I want to be a good guy. I want to. Nobody buys it.
Yeah.
But
When he's a-
man,
when
I'm
he's a
tired of
douche,
hearing this
everybody
though.
loves him.
That's the problem. Everybody loves him when he's a douche. When he's a heel, everybody loves him still. So
Right.
like everybody always says, I prefer him as a heel. I prefer him as a heel. I prefer him as a heel, and then everybody cheers him as a heel. So what's the fucking point?
But that's because it's smart marks.
There's
That's why, because they're the ones pushing that. Hey, he's being a heel. Yay, that's what I want to see. That's not what you do with a heel.
But they were still cheering him when he was a babyface too. Like he was that match with Miz at No Mercy could have and should have main evented. Like it was excellent. It should have.
Yes.
They made
Yes.
a mistake not main eventing. I think it was like Wyatt and Orton that main evented that night or something. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was a
when
fine
Orton took the
match.
belt.
No. The Orton didn't take the Wyatt didn't have the belt until what, February?
Oh no! You just talked about yeah. Okay, now right.
They were just feuding.
there's like an arc of a story where you get to a certain point and you get to the absolute zenith of it, where the most you can get out of it is right there, and then there's that Ziggler arc was like right at the peak,
Right.
and they were getting the most out of it that they possibly could.
Well,
it was
maybe
just right timing. Sometimes you get this weird, just a confluence of wonderful things happens all at the same time.
They were utilizing Talking Smack perfectly, and this is when Miz was having his shouting matches with D-Bry and all that stuff. And again, that should have main evented. The match warranted it,
Yeah.
and the place was going nuts for Ziggs. But anywho, we're way off base here because
Okay, let's bring it all back.
so I mean. I think the Hype Bros are leading to a breakup too. I think eventually, like the tension between them. I understand that they're quote unquote not doing anything with Mojo, but I think by not doing anything with Mojo, they're giving something Mojo to do.
They give him that little bit of frustration.
Which
Right.
I agree.
And-
Right. And how about this? Get ready for a Zack Ryder heel turn.
That's what I think. I think Ryder's turning heel because I think what it's going to boil down to is Mojo's been here working, and he's getting stuff. He's getting things done. He's winning and stuff, and Ryder's just going to be frustrated with it.
I think so too. And also, you know what? Mojo's got an infectious personality.
Oh yeah,
When he's not hype, when he's actually talking, that's an amazing dude.
You know what? He's almost like a male Bailey in the sense of like, you're just like, yeah, man.
Melee.
That's
right. Sorry.
What?
Melee.
No. I didn't say anything bad about Bailey.
You thought, look, I'm fine with it. I understand. You're going to make Justin very upset.
Why is Justin getting upset? I didn't say I was going to bang her.
Okay.
I
Look,
said
he's gone
he's like a
catatonic.
male-
He's done.
He's like a male Bailey in the sense of you come out and it's happy and you're happy for them.
That
and you root
wholesomeness.
for them.
Well,
Huh?
when we went and saw SmackDown earlier this year, the one right before WrestleMania, like
Oh
he
yeah, the
was-
one that you guys didn't tell me you were getting tickets for. It's an hour away from me. That's right. Yeah.
So, anyways, like
We're searchable.
there was an 8-man tag that he was in, and
Right.
when he got in the ring, the place exploded. I mean, granted, he's
Right.
somewhat local to here, so like understandably so. But like people do that. He ain't hype with him. They do all his stuff with him, and people explode for it. He's borderline Ultimate Warrior, like that same kind of energy. You know what I mean? Like he comes out and he's
I'm a borderline warrior.
But the thing is, he's got that energy, but he's fun.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
not intense. He's not overbearing. He's fun, and that's what I mean by he's like Bailey. And then Bailey comes out. Bailey is fun. Her music is fun, and she's got this big smile, and she's and it's fun. And it's the same thing with him. He comes out, and you know what he's like? He's happy to be there.
Yeah. And he, like, when you see him on, like, the Talking Smacks and the backstage segments and stuff, like, he's a likable dude. Like, I'm glad he's not trying to bring that, like, hype character into the Talking Smacks.
Yeah,
and
there's a place
backstage.
for it.
Right, exactly. And that is the best thing he can do for himself. Because if he's just back there shouting and stuff, it's like, I don't want to listen to this guy.
That weird level between, hey, what's your character, and hey, where's your personality?
Right.
And he's found a good balance, and he's utilizing all of the tools available to him.
And this is why I have hope for Mojo, because that's the same thing they did with Baron. They put him on Talking Smack, and he just started talking, and he's like, "Look, this is who I am." He found his character there, and then he brought it to SmackDown. He started bringing it to his matches, and like now suddenly you have this very credible threat.
It's given him command of his character in the ring, so he can be as physically dominating and the physical he can concentrate on because the character becomes automatic.
And in time that'll be Mojo too. And I think it'll probably be we'll start seeing it materialize whenever the Hype Bros break up.
And with the what is Bailey and what is Mojo, these are the non-anti-heroes. These are the heroes.
Right.
And it's good to see that.
They're old-fashioned faces. Old-fashioned faces.
It is nothing, and it's good to see that still has a place, and that you can have different types of heels, different types of faces, and they work. If they work at them, if they connect, if they make the most of all the tools available to them, it can happen. It can be a thing. All right, Justin.
All right, so let's. That's the pre-show match. That's
the pre-show.
They dispose of the Colones.
Well, good night, everybody.
Which I'm still super happy to see the Colones back as the Colones.
Yes,
they're
very
not
much
a joke. So. And I mean, again, like, yeah, they're losing a lot right now, but like,
SmackDown, the losses don't matter because it can come back around, and there's reasons for what happens.
Right, and so like when it comes time for them to win, they will.
Yeah,
and I have that faith in this show that's what will happen. Now we move into the actual card, and we start with the women's Money in the Bank. No, it's a perfect spot for it. Because
exactly.
You're going to bookend your Money in the Bank matches, and that's the first thing I thought. I was like, cool. So we're getting the women's here. We'll close with the men's. Perfect. I dig it.
Yeah,
because that also doesn't put Jinder and Orton in the main event spot.
All right.
So
I also got to tell you this: the way the women's division is right now, you don't want to put them in the middle of the card. You don't want them to become the popcorn match.
Let them be that hot open.
Exactly. And the way they are right now, that's exactly what it is. You put them on, and they're kicking ass, doing great bumps. They got you. They got you in.
They did way more than I thought they were going to do.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
I still haven't seen the match.
I go in there with like I'm not going to set any expectations. I'm going to see what they give me, and it's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Good. Well, they're pushing over the ladder, Justin. Justin, they're pushing the ladder.
Yeah.
And smash on the top rope. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My
it was
my only knock was length of match, and now partially is because I got, which is fine. But number two,
doesn't it feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they because like. In some respects, it's like the perfect timing because I don't know if I got if they wait another couple minutes.
Yeah.
Because the shock of what just happened led me to think, oh, well, maybe they restart the match.
Right.
And then, nah, they didn't. So it's like, oh, I got.
Again, another fantastic. This is wonderful use of Ellsworth going and taking the mic and announcing it and having that just garbage tone to his voice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. And you know what? Like the referees could have reversed it, I guess, like technically, but James Ellsworth just goes, "Nope, we're getting out of here." That's smart.
Yeah,
that's smart heel.
We won. We're taking this.
But here's the thing: they've got the legitimate thing that it's a no disqualification match.
That wasn't against the rules.
And they never. And what do they say? First one to grab it. No one says that you got to take it off the damn hook.
It's a clever use of the mechanics.
Yeah.
They took advantage of it. They outsmarted you. Oh, wow, look at these heels outsmarting everybody, Justin. And just the fantastic, because this always happens with this type of match, and it happens with the men's Money in the Bank, too. The disbelief and the disappointment and the internal sorrow and then the outward anger of all the other competitors.
Yeah.
But there was an extra something to it with just the look of what, like bewilderment as well, and they all sold that feeling, and it made me very, very happy.
So now you have a different kind of heel, a different kind of heel with good heat
and
in a different kind of position.
And she's also scorned every woman in the
So
in the locker room.
Again, you can square her off against anybody. Mm-hmm. Now you suddenly you have opened up the entire division to Carmella instead of just the baby
And here's
faces.
the thing too, and you got Ellsworth. I can't stress the heat he gets, and because of that, the heat Carmella's going to bring on herself now by aligning herself with a man who would tip a ladder with a woman on it.
Not just a woman, with Becky Lynch on it. And dumped her.
He broke. It's what's the cardinal rule? The guy doesn't do anything to hurt the woman.
Mm-hmm.
He tipped the goddamn ladder.
And there was almost a weird little bit of hesitation, but he had that look of like, I have to do this. Here it goes. And it was just full commitment to it, and
right,
just fantastic. And
it's perfect. It was perfect, and the smart marks are the ones who are ruining it.
Yeah,
it was perfect. Well within the rules.
And I hope that by the time Tuesday rolls around, that tide is turned, because the immediate reaction was, this is awful, this is disrespectful. They finally get a chance to show what they can do, and it's taken away from them, and it's like, you're mad. Tune in on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they didn't take away from them.
No.
They still had a great match.
The fact that you had to bitch about it, the fact that you had to take to social media and talk about it, you had to vent your frustration and anger, is exactly. It's a hell of a risk, because it could be seen as disrespectful. It could be seen as awful. Mm-hmm. But man, I think they just found that right tone to set.
But the great thing is, D-Bry and Shane McMahon on Tuesday will do just that. They will say, this was unacceptable. Mm-hmm. This was disrespectful. How dare you?
Right.
Yeah.
Could lead. It really could lead to Carmella having to defend one-on-one through the entire division.
Yeah,
And the suitcase is on the line the entire time.
No, they're not going to do that.
The fact that that's a possibility makes me happy. There's something that's going to come out of this.
So it's going to. I can see her having to. Here's what I see. I could see her having to prove herself against every woman, get beat every time, and still have to goddamn.
Nothing you can do about it. It's mine.
Right. It's like, yeah, you know what? You beat me. Hey, that's great. Guess who could still be champion tomorrow?
Yeah. Yep.
And I kind of like that aspect even more.
Mm-hmm. There's so many ways they can go with it.
I want to see Ellsworth get his hands more often. I want to see him get dirty now.
Uh-huh. I have a feeling we're getting that, because he and Becky have been, at each other for months now.
Right.
So I have a feeling we may see a match between James Ellsworth and Becky Lynch.
Just want to see Tamina super kick him.
We might say, you know what? That would be a great match on Tuesday. There's nothing we can do about it, but you know what? You think you can put yourself in a woman's match, Ellsworth? Bam. The woman who should have got the title, let her, because at the end of the day, she's not going to blame Carmella.
No.
She's going to blame Ellsworth.
Mm-hmm.
So how about Ellsworth gets in a match with her?
I have a hard time thinking they'll go that direction, but it is definitely the fact that you have so many options to coming out of this.
Right.
It makes you have to tune in.
Yep. See where they go.
Yep.
See where they go. Speaking of seeing where they go, up next is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Mm-hmm. And the Usos are taking on the New Day. And
you know how much I missed the horns when the New Day came out to just their music?
Yeah.
Those horns were a little rough at start, but the New Orleans it was fun. It was nice.
It was nice.
Once the groove set in, so nice.
These two picked up right where they left off a couple years ago, only roles reversed. The New Day are the good guys now, and Usos are the bad guys.
Right.
And I love the Usos heel work. It's easy to boo.
Hate them.
Yeah,
it's so easy to boo.
And they still having their personalities come through too. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got that's still going to be my favorite thing. When they're throwing jokes back at the New Day, up, down, what are those? And
that was funny. That
it-
was funny.
It's one little like New Day thing. It's like even though they're good guys, smarmy little thing that they can do. Usos music is playing.
Yes.
They cut to a camera. There's Xavier Woods dancing to the Usos music. It's like, oh, that's so disrespectful. And it's getting under the Usos' skin. And it's just a wonderful thing. And look, I can tell the Usos apart now.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
One of them.
You know what?
We're going to set it straight. It's Jimmy.
Here's how I know that the Usos are playing up good heels.
Mhm.
I hate them,
Yeah.
and I hated them when they were faces. I didn't like them, and it's the same, pretty much the same personality. So that's how I know they're doing good. I hate them. But I hate them to the point where I don't want to see them in a match. I just don't like seeing them, and I really wish the Fashion Police would have beat them.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I loved this match last night. And again, like the fact that they have a thing, like at the end of the match, I love that chop block. I love the finish, the kick to the back of the knee. It looks so disgusting.
Yeah.
And then he wraps him up in the tequila sunrise. It's
vile.
It's like I mean, it's not quite, like
It's that difference between I want to win and I want to hurt you.
exactly.
They want to hurt you and win that way.
And that's how they put away American Alpha earlier in the year to win the championships.
Right.
So I really enjoyed this match. And then we're getting more because the Usos take a walk.
The good old... What get enough of this.
Get it. I'm done.
So
Championship
stupid
advantage.
So stupid and simple, but everybody looks strong coming out of it.
Boo.
Oh, these dastardly bastards.
Like, you can't have a clean finish there. There's going to be more. Like, you can't have the New Day lose because they still have to be up to the challenge. They still got to be number one.
Can I tell you my favorite thing through this match? Everything Kofi did.
I love Kofi.
Kofi, okay, first of all, the first thing, the fact that they called it a trust fall, fantastic. He just
fell.
Whee! And he just fell at them.
Yeah.
Who does that? Kofi does that.
Kingston.
But
Kofi does that.
he also had the just a vicious looking SOS.
Yeah.
And is just and he's going for the Trouble in Paradise. It's like this is vicious and aggressive, and I could see him back as he was a fantastic singles competitor, and this is why. And he's featuring in a tag team match and being amazing. And then Big E does the same thing.
How awesome would it have been if Kofi could have been back in the days of Malenko and Benoit and Eddie Guerrero and Perry Saturn and all these guys who were smaller, were aerial but could wrestle. How awesome would he would have been then?
Yeah.
There's no limit on his potential.
Well, it's funny. Like,
no, there is his size.
Well, yeah, but
Because of his size, he'll never be one of the big guys. It's just the way it is. It's McMahon. You know?
I'm always going to hold out hope that Kofi can be a top of the card competitor.
I mean, at this point, he's made Vince a lot of money, and I mean, if when the end of the New Day comes, like if they can find a way to sever those three off, like smart, there's still lots of money to be made from all three of them.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, I mean, it really should be easy.
It should be.
You could only do because you got three guys holding a tag team, you know.
Right.
So at some point, somebody should, unless they start to. And here's what would be nice, is to make them a new, like a stable, like have one of those guys win the Intercontinental belt. The other two in the tag team, and then maybe get somebody else in there. Have them like the Black Four Horsemen.
Oh Jesus.
So I don't know about the branding there. So maybe.
Yeah, I'm calling it that. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Damn it, we're gonna find a place for Titus O'Neil. He's gonna be.
My God.
We're gonna do something with Titus. Damn it.
I really wish they'd stop that Titus brand.
Dude.
Oh, that is horrible.
Okay, look. I don't care. I love it. It's nothing. You can't make me hate it because he's awful. But you know what? He's great. And the fact that it's involving Tozawa now makes me so happy because Tozawa is just a nerd. Like behind the scenes, like somebody snapped pictures of him playing with wrestling figures. He looks like he's in a cafeteria and he's playing with. He's a nerd, and it's awesome. And I love Tozawa and the fact that they're doing something with him, and Titus is getting something off of it, and they're doing something with Apollo. These three that just they're like, what do we do with these guys? I don't know. Make Titus an a-hole, and the other guys are kind of like, I don't know. I guess I like him. It's great. It's something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, so the tag team. Okay, so what came out? What was the match after the tag team match?
So, anyways, the Usos they take the walk, and the New Day wins by countout. So
Right.
that means we're getting more of that. Super happy there.
You can't escape. We need to put this in the cage.
It's already 1 o'clock.
All right.
It's already at the hour. Let's do this one, and then we need to take the break.
All right.
All right. So up next, Up next is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Naomi taking on Lana, and I loved on the pre-show. Book was making a run at Naomi. He's like, you made this match. You didn't have to do that. That's just not smart. And so, like, the angle is Naomi being a fighting champion.
Yeah.
Dig it, because they continue that here, too.
Can you dig it?
Sucker.
Hey.
But
like, Jesus.
They just keep... Like, Book keeps pressing her, like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't have to... Like, she got to you, man. Like, you could have had tonight off and just watched the Money in the Bank match. And she's like, nah, I wanted to wrestle. I wanted to wrestle Lana.
She had an answer for him.
Yeah.
See, weirdly, as often weird as Book can seem sometimes, he knows the direction to push you in. Yeah. He pushed her in that direction. She went with it. He tried to do that same thing with Bayley that one time, and it just, fell flat.
Yeah.
He tried.
All right. You know what was great, too? Talking smack.
Yes, because you had that bookend. Book.
All right, exactly. Mm-hmm. Haha, you had that Booker end. Yes.
I don't get it.
But here's what I want to...
I get it.
Here's what I want to talk about here. Like, this was a solid match. Like, going in, all I needed was solid to good from this match. Yeah. Because I didn't expect much. It's Lana's first singles match on the roster.
Guys.
She didn't do too bad.
Guys, I really don't like to sexualize the women wrestlers.
I know.
I do.
I know. Lana's outfit was very nice.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling that's going to get edited real soon. I'm sorry, but there's not a lot of material in between.
She looks so good.
There. I set him off. That was my fault, Justin.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because I was feeling confused and weird myself, so I had to put it out there. And now he's...
Here's the thing I'm getting
Is he rubbing his phone on it?
No. Here's the thing...
I'll tell you what I'm getting from Lana.
Here's what I was getting from...
Dark eyebrows.
This version of Lana. A better version of what we were about to get with Eva Marie. Mm-hmm. Because watching this match, I can already tell she's... at worst, as good as, but I thought she was already better than Eva Marie.
Yeah, she's better.
I was psyched to see that she's not amazing, obviously. She's got a long way to go.
I don't know, man.
But she was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she knows the character. She did that one move. She's definitely taking it.
I don't know what move it was where but it was a smooth takedown that she did with legs open, slamming.
That's her finish. I forget what it's called. They named it. They named it last night, but I didn't catch the name.
It's like a sit out. They call it like a sit out spine buster.
Yeah,
but with a half-ass pump handle in the back.
Yeah,
but it looked good.
But Lana crush.
But she not only held her own against one of the most talented women in the division. Naomi's incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
She healed it up. She was a bad guy. She targeted the knee.
She screamed the entire match.
Yeah.
And she went out there with vicious intent to injure and attack the knee. That little top rope pull down over. Oh my God, that was so vicious looking.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I was impressed. You know, did she blow me away? No, but it was it was exactly what I needed from her.
She puts herself right into the division.
Right.
She's not a all right, let's let her hit off the tee for a few times before we throw her some real pitches. She's right in not necessarily contention, though she was in contention.
Right.
She's in the conversation.
Right. And
Here's what I thought. Here's what I thought she did. I thought she did enough damage that when Carmella came out, Carmella was going to go in and take it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I didn't expect her to. Yeah, I didn't expect her to win, but the way she was working that knee, I thought she was going to do enough damage. Which if she does enough damage, so that Carmella can come right on in and take that, and take the belt, then she elevates herself even further in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I even love that play of Carmella because you can already see it. She's going to start playing around with this briefcase.
Sure.
You having a match? Everyone, look at me.
And her music hits. She comes out and she gets ready to hand over the briefcase. And then she says, "You know what? Nah. You know what? You guys go ahead and finish." And then she's there with her briefcase at ringside.
Not only her briefcase, but with the ref, which is what really, because you got to have the ref.
Right.
So she comes out with her own ref. So that's what really made it credible to me. It wasn't that she came down with a briefcase, like, look, I got a briefcase. Like, no, pay attention, because if I get it open, I got my ref right here.
Right. It was almost that, because they hyped up the you can insert yourself into a match, too. Like, she didn't even have to wait for the end of the match. If she wanted to jump in there, she absolutely could.
Right, that's something they set a couple years ago with Seth Rollins, is that you can insert yourself into a match if you want. And so for a second I thought, oh, are we about to get a three-way here? Man.
And, I have to go back and check it out again, but I think they might have tweaked her music a little bit. Because before, what she would enter would just be that bass line at first.
Yeah, they did. They took that out.
And because that bass line doesn't establish who it is. It isn't. It isn't an Austin glass breaking. It isn't. It isn't.
Whatever that weird noise is from Ambrose.
It's you put guitar strings on a chainsaw.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes, but something definitive. We're stupid. What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's good.
Sorry.
So Naomi retains. She gets the big victory here. And again, like, solid match with Lana. I can't say enough about, like, was this match like, oh man, it stole the show, oh man, this was amazing? No, but like,
and a vicious ending too.
Yeah.
I love it. It feels like everyone in the women's division has both an impact finisher and a submission finisher. God, the women's division is full of submissions.
The Feel the Glow is what she's calling it.
Wow, it's vicious.
Yeah, I dig it. And so she puts Lana away with the submission hold, and then, like, immediately drapes the championship over. Do you want it, Carmella? Come on in.
She struck a very heroic. She struck a hero's pose in the ring. My knees effed up, but I will F you up.
Yeah.
And draping. Oh, so good.
So she's definitely taking the stance of, I am a fighting champion. Come get it. You want some? Come get some. I dig it, man. I dig it the most because it's a good spot for her to be in, and it's just a good. Whenever somebody does take it, it's going to be from a fighting ass champion.
They're going to have to earn it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
So,
yay!
We're going to take a quick break because we went way past the hour. Yeah, it's 1:13. No timestamps. Nothing but timestamps.
Rub my beard on the mic.
So I'm going to literally just play this production, and then we will be right back.
What? All right.
What?
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 Oh, look, I got a picture of the guy.
What? Here we go.
Just getting started, baby. Because I'm
I haven't heard it.
It's time for hashtag WrestlePals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
You need some space there, I'll give you some space. You can do your fist pumping. And I can move this week without I better move. Don't punch me. Hey, I didn't knock over anything too important. Cool. I'm going to go pick up that unimportant.
You know what the bad part about being on the phone is?
Huh?
I can't see it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You know.
Oh, because I got something special in the video, like just for you.
No. Yeah.
Go back and peek at it. You see a little something special up in the corner. That sounds like a horrible tease. Just trying to tease up views. He watches it over and over again.
Hey, let me ask you real quick. What do you think they're going to do with Rusev?
You know, he like a month and a half ago, he came on and he's like, Money in the Bank, I'm going to be the number one contender. You're going to give me a championship match. And he's done a great job online of teasing, oh man, this makes me mad. Here I come. And then not showing up.
Right.
He put out one the other day that was just, he put out hashtag thank you Rusev. And people just retweet. That's just awful. You're a bad human. Well done. Well done.
I keep thinking that maybe we might get a semi-babyface Rusev whenever he comes out.
I hope. I just hope. Did you ever watch the Southpaw Regional Wrestling?
Not all of it yet.
Did you see Rusev as the I don't know, farmhand dude?
Yes.
Yeah. It was the best. I'm fine with that. I want to see him fight the sea creature. It's going to be awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh, God.
All right, next match.
Jesus Christ, Fredo, whose show is this?
I'm just trying to keep you on track.
He's excited.
Keep
Understandably.
us on track by staying on the phone?
Yeah.
I'm going to not pick it up this time.
Yeah, don't pick it up. All right, so moving into the next match, we've got the championship match, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton.
Champ out first.
And, he got some boosts. He got some boos.
You think?
Randy Orton got some cheers.
Well, first we have to discuss the Singh brothers.
A little like the blue stuff.
Maybe we could give a little less on the maybe slow that Titan John down a little bit. I don't know how you can stand on it and not like travel through time.
I lost a couple minutes, so
Yeah.
I don't know if I went forward or backwards.
Hold on, let me do it this time. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you prone to blackouts? Are you, okay. That's enough.
Stepped on my own shoelace.
So the Singh brothers come out, and then you got Jinder comes out. And they didn't do the little they had on SmackDown where he was like, he just looked like he was bringing pestilence with him when that thing was like following him. But they didn't do it here, and they just went with the straight lights. It's fine. It's a very.
You're forgetting about the legends of St. Louis wrestling.
The fathers.
We've got to mention the old guys. We got
Sarge looking thin.
Sarge looks good.
Yeah, he looks thin.
Sarge looks fine.
We had Larry Hennig.
Yeah.
The Axe. You had
Baron, but my favorite.
Baron Von Ratchke.
Baron Von Ratchke. And he's got the claw up.
All right.
He had to be careful. That claw almost got him.
It almost got him. That's insane.
Right.
He's just a crazy old man. I love it.
Of course, you had Ric Flair. You had Cowboy
You had
Bob Orton.
Bob Orton.
Finally out of the cast.
It's
Good for
very
him.
nice to see that arm finally healed up.
Finally healed up.
I did like the comment about how he had that cast for the better part of a decade.
JBL sometimes comes through with something fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the one.
I am glad that we have you on the phone for this, Fredo, because this match was exactly what I was talking about last week, what I want from Jinder. Like,
Right.
Was he amazing? No, but he was great. Like, he wrestled.
He was perfect.
He was perfect. He found a part. He worked it. He attacked it. He kept coming after it. He was methodical.
I loved it.
Nathan, you even said this. He out-methodical wrestled
Yeah.
a methodical wrestler. Beautiful.
He looked comfortable.
Yes. And that's all I've been looking for from Jinder.
Because I think we've both been worried about him not having. It's like, oh man, what signature stuff are we going to get from him?
Yeah.
We need a little more from Jinder that says Jinder.
And
We got some Jinder.
and look like you belong. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
last night, he looked the part when he came out. He looked the part in the match. And it was everything I was looking for from Jinder Mahal. He wrestled a really good match last night.
Yeah, I thought he was perfect. It reminded me back of the pre Vince McMahon days of the way heels used to be. You know, I loved every bit of it.
Steven says, ladies wrestling blows. You son of a beast, Steven. How dare you?
Oh, man, I hope he gets his comeuppance. Oh, wait.
Steven's
He's a guy.
heel. Yeah.
We can't have people fight him.
Lady wrestling blows.
There's a bug in here flying around my head.
Doesn't respect the barrier.
Apparently, I'm delicious. They never swarm around you. I smell like poo, I know.
You're very sweaty.
I made sure to pull up your notes here, Justin.
Oh. Yeah, see, you said out methodical, the methodical guy, and then my point behind him, exactly showing he can wrestle. And, you know, like, again, did he wrestle a Mac Classic? No, but I didn't need that from him. I just needed to see that he could be a main event guy and get to whatever cheating that he's going to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I want him to cheat. I want him to cheat every week. I want him to always cheat to win.
Because, I mean, that match started, and Randy, like you even said it in his entrance, of course he's going to be hot. It's St. Louis. This is his hometown. His dad's there, for Christ.
Yeah.
But he came out, like, fast and hard and just ridiculous. And I had that fear of, oh, man, I hope Ginger gets some offense in, please.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, I thought
no.
it was going to be a squash at the beginning. I was like, oh, man.
You have to mention this, Justin.
So Randy for a couple years has been doing the Luthez press.
Yes.
And like I noticed this before, but like I hadn't noticed it in a while. Last night he busted it back out. I love the wee Luthez press that he does.
He jumps so high, like he's a throne sing brother. It's like he really legit put his crotch in Ginger's face, and rode him to the ground.
Like, wee!
Yeah,
I love it.
I saw that. I was like, oh, what's going on? A little fucking plan for after the show or something?
Because, you know, like
Ease up, Randy. Ease up, Randy.
Austin
Goodness.
would like basically just tackle you like it was probably like waist high tackle, punch, punch, punch.
Right.
Nah, man. Orton's going up way high.
He's mounting you like
he's gonna enjoy the ride down.
Yes.
we.
Let's see.
God.
So
Then we get into Ginger's offense.
Okay.
This is when we have to talk about Ginger's offense.
And this is where he busts out the knee drop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
yes.
My initial reaction was, wow, that was a really good-looking knee drop. And then Justin immediately says, yeah, it's Randy's.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, my God, he stole Randy's knee drop, Justin. What a C word. I don't use the C word, but I was like, oh, ooh.
I like this exchange here because you go, sweet knee drop, what a C, love it. And then, like, I was a couple, like a little bit behind you on the, and then I was like, looked like Randy's, the knee drop, not the C.
Right. And then he's beating on Randy.
Yeah.
And JBL says something like, in front of his dad on Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day!
Which, that brought us immediately back to Rusev beating the hell out of Titus.
Last year.
Telling,
Beautiful.
your dad's a loser! Happy Father's Day! It's my favorite clip of all time.
So good.
And then more of Ginger. Ginger goes to a spinning toe hold.
Yes.
Classic
heel
wrestling
move.
stuff.
Busted out the figure 4 later on.
And it's as
couple times.
It's as though they purposefully, and this has to be on purpose. They purposefully showed the elder statesman of St. Louis,
Right.
And Ginger's like, oh yeah, I could do all that better.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm the best.
And again, like, was he amazing? No, but he was great.
The spinning toe hold looked good. The figure 4 looked good. And then he goes up for the superplex.
Yeah.
He's going to steal Bob Orton's finish.
Yes.
This is just so great. Yes, classic effery.
It made sense. The only thing that was missing at that point was the Cobra Clutch.
Yeah.
He did the 4 in front of Flair. He did the superplex in front of Orton. You know, he does the Cobra Clutch. I can't remember Larry Heading's move. If Dory Funk Jr. was there, he got the toe hold. I mean, he was doing everything for every classic wrestler.
And looking good to it, too.
Yeah.
And making it believable.
Yep.
And it's like, I love this. This is methodical offense, and it fits Ginger very, very well.
And if he keeps this up, like he drew the comparison when he initially won, or even when there was just talk of him winning, of the next JBL. Number one, why is that a bad thing? JBL is future Hall of Famer. Like that's for sure. And on the other side of JBL was John Cena. Like JBL made John Cena. So
Right.
why is this a bad thing? If we start hating Jinder the way JBL was getting hated, we have a John Cena on the other side of this. Don't we need that? Don't we need like a huge monster babyface, like somebody who's just over?
Yeah.
Always?
Yeah.
Like big time?
Yeah.
Somebody who gets cheered no matter what?
I see where you're going, Victor.
I was thinking maybe Sammy, but like he probably doesn't have the
Oh
size.
yeah. Oh.
Sammy doesn't have the size.
I mean, it's possible on
love for
SmackDown
Sammy
Live.
to.
It's possible on SmackDown Live.
Yes.
Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. But is it possible on SmackDown Live? Yes. I definitely think
If
it
it's going to
could.
be anybody, if it'll be anybody, it'll be AJ Styles.
It could be him too. Totally.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people don't want to boo him. So, man, you know, again, this was a great match. I enjoyed this, and then like even at the end, so the Singh brothers get tossed out.
Yeah, because there's an RKO, and oh, look, Ginger's foot's on the rope.
Yep.
And the Singh brothers holding it there. Randy loses his mind, saying, "Oh my God, please don't disqualify them. I got this.
I got this. Let me have it.
I would like some leeway, please."
Yes, please don't do that.
There's a table. I'm throwing monitors, and Randy doesn't like tables, does he, Justin?
Well, he doesn't like tables, but like first, the Singh brothers are leaving. They get thrown out. They're about to leave.
That's right.
They whisper to each other.
How'd you forget this part?
They whisper to
I got
each other.
excited. Sorry.
They whisper to each other because I was like, "Oh, you said classic effery," and I was
Yes.
like, "Oh, but we're getting more effery if they're getting tossed out."
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know what the effery was. And then as they're walking out, I was like, "Oh, I know what they're gonna do." And they whisper to each other, and then they go over to the legends. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, Bob Orton just getting out of that cast. It looks like yes, he will be in a cast for another 6 to 8 years. It's a bummer.
I agree.
It's a long rehab time on that.
Weak bones, weak bones.
but
Goddamn graham crackers.
But this is
at
beautiful.
point.
Go attack the man's dad right in front of him, and
Right.
Randy loses his ass. Beautiful.
But
Fantastic.
you know what? Here's the thing. How after the last beating that the Singh brothers got from Randy, okay,
I mean,
where
beautiful.
the one brother took that, oh my God, that slam on the table, where even Randy was like, ooh. For them to go, you know what? I'm gonna smack your dad. Fuck you.
Oh,
And Randy beats the shit out of them again. If I'm a Singh brother, I may love the modern day Maharaja, but I don't know how many ass whippings I'm gonna take
But
from
in
Randy Orton.
but in the meantime, you have this beautiful tool that
hey,
can
all
utilize
right. I'm sorry.
you can utilize for Jinder to cheat, and he can
Sure.
always claim that wasn't me. I didn't do that. That was them.
Right.
Why is
Right.
that? Why should I be punished for that? That was them. So I don't know, man. Like again,
He even addressed that later on and then talking smack. Oh, my foot was already on the rope.
yeah,
They were just drawing attention to it.
yeah.
Well done.
Right.
Beautiful. Like you know what? Like I have
What a jerk.
like I already liked Jinder's direction. Like to me he was just a couple. I had a couple questions and he answered them all
you
last
did,
night.
Yeah.
He answered them for me last night. I think
All right.
I think we can have a solid. I hope.
What a credible jerk.
Yeah, I hope we're getting a solid. I hope we're getting a solid run from him, and I hope that we're doing it to make a massive star. I hope that's the purpose here.
Again, like and I said this last week. You know, I want him to hold this. You know, at least coming out of India. They go to India in September.
Yeah,
I want him to hold that belt till they come out of India. I want him to hold it to SummerSlam. First of all, nobody holds belts for months anymore. That wrestles.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Brock Lesnar, you know, when he showed up once since he's won the belt in 2 months, you know. So nobody who's actually wrestling holds it for months anymore. So I would, especially if you're a heel, I would love for him to hold this throughout the summer, in September, October, before he loses it.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Because, there's so many because it's gonna feel like, oh man, this is the time. They can't possibly leave it on Jinder any longer. So and the odds against him. Everybody that was in that Money in the Bank match, he's gonna get a chance to go up against, and he can cheat to win or just a little bit of effery and squeak by, or use his champion's advantage. Oh, look at that disqualification. Oh, I'm gonna take a walk. Oh,
hey, look, you can say what you want. He pinned Randy right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to complain about that. Randy kicking his little feet like he's trying to tread water made me a little like, oh, come on, man. Just take the coloss and just.
You know, but whatever. He pinned him in the middle of the ring.
Yes, he did.
Yep. And
the whole
he retains. Like this is beautiful. I mean, I knew obviously, like I didn't think Orton was going to win, but again, like I had questions, and to me, it was important that he answered them now.
Yeah,
because if WWE will be like that in a heartbeat to change direction.
Yeah,
and the fact that
there's so many directions you can go on SmackDown too.
Nah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and let him answer the questions. We're going to let him put away Randy, and I hope he's done with Randy. I hope we're going to see somebody else.
Randy's done a fantastic job of making him credible and getting him through those transition periods from Jinder Mahal to goddamn Monday Mahal. Look at this guy. Look at he's a real deal, man.
But now look, you just said Randy. You hope Randy's done, and if Randy's done, Mahal's got 2 victories on. So, what's the difference between? Because a couple weeks ago we were talking about Bray Wyatt losing.
Right.
What's the difference between Randy losing and Bray Wyatt losing?
Well, see,
in the sense of momentum,
long term, I think. Because Randy doesn't need it. Randy's always going to be credible, near the top of the card competitor. Right. Bray has been kind of mistreated for such a long time.
Right.
That where they treat him like he's bulletproof, and as a result, they've made him very bullet.
Prone?
What's the opposite? Prone. Just walking on the street. Oh, crap, man!
Where'd that come from?
Dude, was that a slingshot? Yeah. So Randy can take and anybody on this SmackDown roster can take a loss because it advances the storyline and they've got somewhere to go after it. If Randy's done with Jinder, he can go after anybody else right now. I mean, he may have. Who would you like to see Randy go into a singles program with?
Well, my initial thought was Corbin, but it looks like Corbin may be squaring off with Nakamura next.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
I like it.
Maybe Randy and Owens?
Randy and Owens would be good.
That's a fresh matchup.
You know what? I would not like that matchup.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm just throwing out the possibilities. So.
I would like the fact that Randy Orton would be chasing after the United States Championship. I like that.
Who else were the heels in the thing?
Let's see.
It was Owens, Corbin, and Ziggler. I don't know if I want to see Orton Ziggler.
I don't want to see Randy and Ziggler either.
No.
So who else do we have heels in the card, man?
I mean, you could.
Well, you know,
let's see.
You don't really have any. Randy and AJ Styles would be good.
Yeah.
As just a competitors match.
And you could definitely do that. You know, maybe like they're fighting for #1 contendership or something.
The fact that #1 contenderships mean something on SmackDown is amazing for how they've rehabbed.
Yeah.
How they've rehabbed and retrained an audience.
So, I mean, there's places to go. You know, maybe even Rusev. Maybe Rusev comes back and, you know, he's after Orton for some reason.
Just seize him as a weak opportunity.
Yeah.
Let me make a name for myself.
And, you know, maybe that gives Orton a couple months off or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You know what would be nice? If they move up Bobby Roode.
I don't know how soon they're doing that.
Orton against Bobby Roode.
That'd be an old school matchup though, for sure. You have the silky smooth Randy Orton selling for that decisive Bobby Roode offense. Like that and methodical.
It's like I think they could do like a 60-minute match with neither of them leave their feet.
Yeah,
and I could watch it.
Here's here's the thing. Bobby Roode. Let's go back, 15 years. The way they brought up Orton as the legend killer, Bobby Roode could be the new legend killer. And imagine if he fucking beat Orton.
I could do that.
Sorry, I'm still contemplating. Sorry.
I'm also trying to think of, how soon do they pull Roode up? Because it looks like on NXT they're putting him into a program with Strong. I don't see Strong winning the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So would they not pull up the NXT champion? No, they did it. They did it with Owens just fine. Could they do that with Roode? Maybe. But Roode's whole thing is, this is my NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's probably not coming up until he loses, which might be SummerSlam weekend, like Brooklyn.
So,
we'll see.
SummerSlam would be a great time to bring him up, and now you give Orton, a couple months off, right? You bring Roode up for SummerSlam, and Orton takes an exception to him.
Yeah.
Because Roode comes up about how he's, Roode can come up with the attitude of Zbyszko in the old days, where I'm a living legend.
I always hated Zbyszko's face, and I know now that was the point.
Mm-hmm.
That you know what, that smug look, you just want to slap that fucking look right off his face. Roode could come up with that kind of a, I'm here, I'm the legend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and then right there you square off with oh, you're a legend? Well, I'm a legend killer.
And Justin's over here doing Bobby Roode poses. When he does the back and forth on his feet, it looks like he's about to lay an egg.
Yeah.
Stop! Don't lay the egg, please.
But I mean, that's a good way for Roode to come in and put himself right in the thick of things.
Oh, it's punchy time.
All right. Oh man.
But I'm sure they'll have a place for Orton.
Well, again, like the fact that we can have this conversation, like there's directions that they can go, and we're not sure which one they're going to go. Yeah, I mean, because there's Rowan too. He's still sneaking around. Mm-hmm. He's a heel.
That'd be fun.
If there's
Rowan
anybody
versus Randy.
If there's anybody that can make Eric Rowan look good, it's
Eric
Randy
Rowan.
Orton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, he's exercising the last of his demons, or Rowan's got the whole "you took my family from me."
Yeah.
They still got issues.
You know what's crazy? We forget about like Harper's still around too.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a good guy right now.
Yeah, I know. But the fact that we've got
he's feuding with English.
Of course he is.
I love it.
I know you do.
That's Shakespeare.
I think that's pretty sure that's Shakespeare.
That was Shakespeare.
That
was weird.
I have no idea.
We're referencing. It was like a WWE.com exclusive backstage promo.
Yeah.
Aiden English just talking crap as he's passing by Luke Harper, and Luke Harper's just like, "Are you quoting Shakespeare to me?"
That's weird.
What a weirdo! he just moves on.
Beautiful.
It's like Luke Harper is this affable, affluent, and intelligent. I can't think of an A word that means smart.
Oh man! You know what? All of a sudden, you know what I want
What?
now?
What?
Luke Harper and Kevin Owens for the U.S. Championship.
Oofa.
Like all of a sudden, just right now, I want it.
The fact
That
that
would
you
be
could
awesome.
have that.
That
makes
would
me
be
happy.
awesome. I would love that. Anyway,
I think Luke Harper needs
Needs a what?
a belt.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said shave. I don't know why.
Yeah, and
He needs a beard.
he needs a beard.
All right. So that takes us to the main event of the evening.
Actually, no. We got the
Yeah.
Oh
little,
yeah, you're right. We forgot to mention Miami or Fashion Vice.
Just when I get to,
It's awesome.
I
Yes.
think just when I'm starting to think like I think the Fashion Files I think they've made all the references they could possibly make. They get into that second little noir thing, and it's like, and then New Day comes in. It's like, well, that was more New Day than them. Maybe this is Miami goddamn Vice. They're both wearing pastel, and they're both wearing those stupid jackets, and
It's perfect.
and then just the end of it's just Michael Jackson references. Oh, it's just you guys are stupid.
Dude, the whole
I love
time it was fucking references to 80s songs. And
Yes.
I was just loved it. Oh my! I got every one of them, and I was just loving it.
It was beautiful. And again, like
Yes.
Yes, they are.
the third tag match on the card.
Hmm?
Look at that. Development in the tag team division. How beautiful is that?
And you still got big guns that aren't even... American Alpha's not even around.
Right, yeah. Like, I assume they must be hurt or something, or...
I think they're just waiting.
Yeah, probably. They're just like, you know what? Let's put the pause on them and bring them back later.
Mm-hmm.
But
what I really like about the
Brazongo?
Fanbrizo, whatever the fuck they call it.
Brazongo?
Yeah, what I really like about it is it reminds me of Christian and Edge during the Attitude Era.
Yep.
It's a little bit of that. It's a little bit of APA without the badassery because they've got the set.
It's just these little bits, and you know what? And they could just stay right there.
Yeah, totally.
They could stay there for the rest of the year, and it would work for them.
Yeah,
it's so great to see because Tyler Breeze had one of those things that, like, in NXT, amazing, but then you worry he gets to the main roster and you feel like it's falling off and going away. Same thing with Fandango, excuse me. And here they're able to give themselves that little tweak and build each other up, and it's absolutely amazing.
It's working. It's depth to the division. And it's beautiful to see.
And do you know what we got as a result of this, Justin?
Wow.
An Ascension entrance.
Yes, we did.
From the wasteland, Justin.
From the wasteland.
And
putting on the waste.
Nah, man. I don't want to hear any garbage about it. I don't want to hear your garbage talk, sir.
I'm just saying, like, he looks a little bigger.
Look, Connor has put on some weight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I'm fat, too.
And my comment to that was, oh, my God, love that thick effer.
I'm just saying.
I'm
too fat for Invader, so.
You're too fat for Invader. Yeah, what's up?
You are not allowed to call a man thick.
Okay.
Don't ever do that again.
I'm just saying, it's like the same. No matter which way he turns, it's like the same dimension.
Don't ever call a man thick.
Beefy? Can I go with beefy?
Beefy, I'll take. Husky?
Nah, not husky.
You'll take his beef?
I won't take his beef.
But you know what?
I'll take a look at the.
Take a look at his beef.
I'm just gonna waft it around a little bit. It's fine.
Come on, for the love of God.
Oh no, he can't do that. But yeah, dude, I love that beefy effer, and because I love that little bit of a distinction. Because he looks bigger and meaner and more awful than he ever did, and his face paint is fantastic. He looks like a legit monster. Now Victor's, I love Victor so much. And Victor is so good and so clean and so fun, but he had like half scarecrow makeup. If he just like a little more of that, just a little something on that other bare side of his face is like just that little bit that's missing. Just continue the like stitched lip look, and I'm nitpicking, but the fact that we got Ascension out there makes me happy. And they got a little bit of offense in, and there was a little bit of back and forth. It was a perfect little come down match before getting into the main. And man,
dig it.
The Breezango got to make an appearance. Ascension got to make an appearance. It served a purpose, told a story, and it finished the little Who Trashed the Office story.
Right.
Makes me happy.
And
it all comes back to them opening that door to the Ascension in their little...
Yep.
I love a tight story that gives you some closure.
Closure. And so, again,
I just spent 20 minutes on a 30-second match. I'm sorry.
It was beautiful, though. Like, it was a great match. A great match. It served its purpose.
It was a fun match.
Yep.
And I give props to the Fashion Police because they were two floundering wrestlers.
Flounder, rest in peace.
Together with a RIP Flounder with a and even that gimmick of the Fashion Police sucked. It really did. It was, and they were, and somehow they were able to make it fun.
Yes.
And that's exactly where we're at. And props to Tyler Breeze for coming out wrestling, to lead up to this point, wrestling as the janitor and as the old lady. And it's, props.
It very much illustrates his ring and character awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't realize how, because we used to comment about Tyler Breeze in NXT, when he was bitching back at the referees.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing little touches. To see him
Yeah.
play other characters is like, he understands subtlety so much.
Plus, like,
Right.
ultimately, what is Tyler Breeze?
Awesome, beautiful,
He's a dumb model.
gorgeous.
He's a
Oh,
dumb
okay.
model,
He's a
right?
dumb model.
Yeah. So, like,
I can identify.
what better? What better than what
dumb.
they're doing right now? And
It's perfect.
and you know who we can thank for this? It all comes back to the Golden Truth. Because Goldie and Truth wouldn't team up. So
Right.
Goldie decides, you know what? We're going to do Goldango and the Breezy Truth. And they break up, and it becomes the Golden Truth and Breezango, and the rest is history. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. I'm so happy.
So happy.
Seriously, though, like, I mean, for months now, I've been loving what Breezango's been doing.
Word.
Even going back to specifically Survivor Series. Remember how freaked out we were? Like, they got in and they were doing, like, the little tickets. They were in the match for, like, all 3 seconds. And, like, we're just like, oh, my God, they got the tickets and they're handing them out. And we just,
Subtle. It's like, okay, we're not going to get Mike. We're not going to get interview time. We're not going to get backstage. What can we do? I got tickets.
yeah.
Well done.
Maximizing your television time, and eventually you will get rewarded.
Yep.
So that takes us to the main event of the evening, which is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Too bad we're out of time. So
Just
congratulations to whoever won. I don't know.
We are
Sorry.
just about out of time, though, so we do kind of have to move fast on this. This was a great match, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect any less. Here's what I didn't expect, and you know what? It's. I don't want to say it's out of the box. Like, it's actually almost the opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
But Shinsuke is making his entrance.
It's out of the gate is what that was.
What's some heel shit we can do on the other side of
Bam, bam, ladder.
What do
Yes.
It was
what
Beat
do
it.
people like
It
to
was-
do during Shinsuke's entrance?
Sing along.
They like to sing
dance
along.
enjoy, take in the mystery, the majesty, the magic that is Shinsuke Nakamura.
So what's some heel shit we can do to that?
He's singing.
No,
He's
you don't
singing
get
now.
the-
You see
you
that?
you're not gonna get the time. You're not
So-
gonna get a chance this time.
Bow, 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 now. Ladder.
Nope. Bam.
Boom.
Wait, what?
Dig it, man. Like, that's some instant heat.
What
Instant.
happened? What happened? Wait, we're not gonna get to sing?
I mean,
Nope.
And
Why
again,
not?
it's a
Why
cheap.
not?
It's a cheap
Because
way.
Baron's a bad guy.
Baron is a bad guy doing bad
He
things.
did bad things.
And it's a cheap way. It's a cheap way to write Nakamura out of the match. Whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
because you can't have 6 dudes going head all full speed the whole time. Someone's got to get
Can
down and take a nap
can
for
I-
a half hour.
yeah.
I love and talking smack when Baron said, you know, he's got this 3-4 minute over. I ain't got time to wait.
Yes. Beautiful.
Talking smack was awesome.
He and him especially at the end, because like Jinder was out 1st,
Uh-huh.
and like suddenly you see Baron come from behind him. Which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank is Baron Corbin. Slams the briefcase down right next to Jinder.
Hey, what's up, champ?
Hey, man.
How
I'm
are
here.
you doing?
And he even
But you
explained
know
it like
what?
that.
But you know what was cool about that too?
Huh?
Is that Jinder was just getting ready to talk to his people in his language,
In my language.
and he left because of Baron Corbin,
Yep.
which shows that he's scared of him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
You know, because he cut his stuff short, and Corbin was like, "Hey, I'm here, get out,"
he's a bit of a spineless heel.
and he walked away.
Yeah.
So I already like that little tension that's there.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry. We forgot. Jarrett, you're right. We forgot to mention The Power of Love. Mike and Maria Kanellis.
Oh God, that was dumb.
What? You must not know the
Hey,
characters.
did it make
I don't.
did it make you want to boo? Were you like, oh man,
No,
These
it
guys
didn't
are
make me
jerks.
I just went, ugh.
it's fine. It's fine for now. This was the introduction, and you know what? Fantastic stage to do it on.
I know that they're supposed to be the new Miz and Maurice.
But you know what? It feels like it's the other way around. It feels like Maria's going to be the dominant personality, with
Right.
Mike being. Because I mean, I get that with JBL having to force down the.
he took her last night.
Did he take? I think he took her. In case you're not getting it at home. Yeah, we get it. We get it, JBL.
I don't know, man. I liked it. I think it was a fun introduction, and we'll get some development on that on Tuesday.
They're going to
Right.
eat up
But
so
you're
much
right,
time
I
loving
don't
each
know the
other.
character.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's just ugh.
Oh
But
yeah.
again, I don't know the character, so
Well, I think you're in for a treat with Bennett. He's a okay. So I went. I hate doing this. I hate being this guy. I went to ROH whenever.
Before it was cool, you liked it?
No.
Is that what you did?
When A1.
Oh, you hated it.
A1 got
So
the Wrestle
smart.
World Greatest Tag Team.
Yeah.
At the Norfolk Scope, and there was like 3 guys that night. Mm-hmm. Kevin Steen was one, who obviously we know now as Kevin Owens. Mm-hmm. Tommaso Ciampa was another, who is on NXT, and the third was Mike Bennett. Mm-hmm. And now we're finally going to get to see him on this stage, and I'm happy for him, and because I wasn't sure like what the relationship was with Maria,
Right.
but apparently it's fine, and here they are, and
that's the relationship, but
money. Well, yeah. Maria is one of my favorites of all time, even though
Yeah, I
she's
know.
not amazing in the ring, but she is great to look at.
and you know what? She doesn't need, she doesn't need to be in the ring at all.
No.
She can be the mouthpiece and make Mike Kanellis
Yeah.
very hateable and awful and terrible, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. And they're on SmackDown, Justin.
Which
they're on
I
SmackDown.
have complete
Right.
trust that they're going to do right with them.
Oh.
So, again, Baron Corbin wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. He wins Money in the Bank. This was, you know what? At the very end of the match, like after Corbin wins, one of the first things they show is Sami Zayn's face. Did you see his face?
Disappointed and awful and hurt,
Yeah.
and disgusted with himself.
What do you think they're going to do with that?
Man, I don't know.
Are you thinking a heel turn?
Nah, I don't think
so.
Sammy
I think he's
can.
too likable.
Where's that mask at? That's not happening. It's never happened.
I love overthinking Sammy though. Like
Yeah.
that's been like the angle they're taking with him. Overthinking. I kind of wanted overthinking Sami Zayn with the briefcase.
Sami Zayn made Shinsuke
that would've
that
been
much
great.
better. First of all, he called him
Let me tell you,
Shin.
there was honestly a part where I thought he was going to do it. I mean, you know, each one had their bursts of offense where they
Yeah.
get the other 4 up. But Sammy's was fucking incredible.
Can I just
When he had his burst where he was the last, when he was it,
Uh-huh.
and he took everybody out. It was amazing.
Oh man! Just real quick, Jarrett on YouTube says, "I disagree, Alfredo. I think it isn't Miz and Maurice. I think this is high school sweethearts, while Miz and Maurice are Hollywood." Very good point. And
Good point.
They'll differentiate themselves.
it'll be different for sure. And I think you're right. I think it's going to be more Maria sending, "Hey, this is my man. He's going to go do my bidding for me."
She's gonna get him into deep S, and he's gonna back it up a little bit. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
They'll
fun.
they'll do right by him. SmackDown, if anybody, all hail Ryan Ward.
Right.
Will do right by.
And again, like you have this match with 6 people in it, and not a single one of them comes out any weaker.
No.
Okay, we have to do the one bump that Owens took on the ring apron.
Oh my God! I thought he died.
Yeah.
He should be dead.
Yeah.
He may be. Has anyone checked on him today?
Yes.
Dude,
Oh,
he
that's
took
fine.
that bump, and then he took the bump on the ladder after that.
Yeah.
Jeez, good lord! Like that's some most valuable player stuff right there, making this match look as dangerous as possible. And then we had also AJ hanging from the hook, and Ziggler removes the ladder and gives a look like, "What are you gonna do now, bub?
Yeah.
Fall?"
Fall.
And,
Oh my God! Yeah.
The way he fell, I thought he was going to break his arm.
and they do great
thought
use of that
he broke
over the ring camera.
Yeah.
Oh, it was glorious.
And then the super power bomb from Zayn to Ziggs.
Oh Jesus!
from
Oh
the top
God!
of the ladder. Oh God.
I honestly, when they showed that one, especially from the overhead view, I thought he broke his back. I thought he was done.
Like, how are they surviving these?
It's insane.
And then what I used here for the title picture, I'm gonna throw that back up there.
This was beautiful.
Boom! There's that picture again. They you got AJ, you got Nakamura. You know that neither one of them is gonna back down. Mm-hmm. Let's remove this ladder out of this
I
equation.
love that they both each pick up a side and they gently put it aside.
Respect for
Yeah.
one another.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
they're just kind of staring each other down.
Hey guys, you heard of the strong style, right? You want to see a little? You want to get a little taste? Just a little taste,
Just a tiny little taste.
because this is coming. Mm-hmm. Here's a taste, and they just didn't need to hit ring aprons, didn't need to hit ladders. They just beat the ever living hell out of one another.
Yep. And was
And it was great.
it them two at the top when Baron Corbin came in?
Baron
Yep.
Judd says, "Oh yeah, you guys did some fun stuff there, right?"
Bye.
Bye.
just lays him out and tips the ladder over.
He doesn't. He just pushes the ladder.
Yeah, and
They both go up flying.
and then Baron just ascends the ladder, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the one. Here it is, and then he gets it.
Yep.
And then he was so happy on Talking Smack.
Yeah, he was, but he was still like a smug a-hole. Like
Right.
No one wants to hang out with this man.
No, he is nailing his character. Like he
Yeah.
has done, like since the brand split has been amazing for him. Like it's almost better that it hasn't been better for just about anybody but him. You know what I mean? Like he is at the top of that list.
I was talking with somebody online yesterday when we were watching it, and I can't remember who it is. It might have been Nathan, who was. We were talking about the lone wolf thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that. Even though that lone wolf gimmick is played out, I love how Baron Corbin plays it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be friends with anybody. He doesn't care about anybody. I'm in it for the money and the title.
Oh my God.
Oh, they define that, right? Checks and championships?
Yeah, checks and championships.
Championships.
I loved this, taking the piss out of people on Talking Smack. I don't need abs to do X, Y, or Z. I don't need abs to cash this check. I don't need abs to whoop somebody's ass. Beautiful. Because and I've done it too. Like, you know, tighten up the tummy, man. Tighten up the tummy. I don't know who the F am I to say that, but like, it's beautiful that he just, you know what? Shut up.
Wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, I'm at the top of my game, and there's nothing you could say about it.
And then running down Jinder because he's like, yeah, Jinder's having to work hard, isn't he?
Oh, he diets better than everyone.
Oh, good for him.
Ooh.
You know what? I can just do this because I'm gifted.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have the talent. Oh my God, it's awesome.
It was awesome.
Hard work is
was-
for the
it was just
talentless.
perfect.
I think was the quote. Hard work is for the talentless.
Right.
what-
That's what it is. That was the quote.
Wherever you're at, you be the best person in the room, and he does an amazing job of that.
And again, I just love, and I love, like, I think it was him and Owen who grabbed the ladder, and was it AJ Styles they hit and knocked him out, and then
It was
he turns
Ziggs.
right on and just starts beating the shit out of Owen.
It was him and Ziggs, and Ziggs goes,
Oh, there you go.
that was
Yeah,
good,
just,
kid.
you know,
That was easy, wasn't it, kid? And then
Yeah,
like
that's right,
Corbin
yeah.
lays him out.
Yep,
Yeah.
sure was.
Beautiful. So Baron Corbin gets the big win. We have to just about wrap. Fredo, thank you so much for calling, man.
Thanks for keeping me up, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Seems
Hey,
like a little sarcasm there. I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm just saying, you didn't have to stay on the phone for 2 hours.
Well, no, you know what? But it was the only way I was going to get to listen to WrestlePals, because now that, you know, you're not going to be on Tuesdays.
Train's here.
We get it. You're a train.
There's a
God.
train outside. Just pulled in the parking lot. That's really weird.
All right, Fredo.
Anyway, all right, I love you guys, man.
Love you, man. Have a
Love
good
you,
one.
sir. Thank you.
Hashtag WrestlePals. Talk to you later.
They're telling us you got to go.
All right, just real quick,
Can't move my head like that. I think I'm dying.
because it is about that time again.
Word.
I want to run down this week's rankings. Now, you'll remember last week we had last week's rankings were Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin, Lana, The New Day, and Breezango shared the number 4 spot. Oni Lorcan, Goldust, Wrath, Nikki Cross, Mojo Rawley, Elias Sampson, and Bray Wyatt was our bummer. Now, this week, I try to rapid fire these, I guess.
Okay.
Asuka and Nikki Cross. I don't know if you saw NXT last week. They had.
Have they announced the match yet?
I don't think so, but it looks like it's going to be the last one standing.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
They set that up nicely, didn't they?
Yep.
Like they had an awesome backstage fight, and so I put them at the number 1.
Very good.
Number 2, Samoa Joe keeps the momentum going. He had the fight with Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
I kept him that high because he had that awesome kick at the end of it, and like
We want Lesnar. So do I.
yeah, beautiful. Number 3, Breezango. Specifically, this is they had the Fashion Police, like they tagged with New Day, and they got a big win in the 8-man, and then they had. This is where Breeze gets laid out in the back.
Yep.
Love that. I put Lana at number 4 because this week she unveiled the new finisher and laid out Naomi.
Yep.
Number 5 was Goldust. Still continuing his backstage
so
vignettes. Number 6 was Okada Omega 2.
Okay.
I would have loved to have put it
If you
higher.
watch it, you're going to put it higher.
I would have loved to have, but I couldn't. I'd be lying to myself if I put it up high because I hadn't seen it. It gets this high on highlights alone.
Yeah, dude.
I saw highlights, and I was like, man, this is great.
It's a never-ending field of highlights.
Yeah.
60-minute time limit draw. No winner, no conclusion, and people left happy.
Yeah. So, like, again, I hate to do that to the match, but like I can't find it anywhere to watch it.
It's gonna be one of those classics, just like their first match. It's gonna be one of those classics that you can watch it timelessly. So you're gonna get a time when you're gonna get an opportunity to take a view of it.
Yeah,
you're gonna love it.
Cool. Maybe it'll make its way back. Number 7, Sami Zayn. I love the development on the overthinking character, and he has Baron Corbin's number right now. Like 3 victories over him, 2 singles matches, and then 1 in the 6-man.
I like him.
I like him a lot. And then,
Shinsuke. I like him.
Yes.
AJ, you would.
Yeah. And then he continues it a little bit at Money in the Bank last night, but Money in the Bank will be on next week's rankings.
Yep.
Number 8, The Velveteen Dream, and I don't care what anybody says. Like, does he still has a long way to go. I admittedly so, but the fact that he understands this character in ring as far as he does already, that goes a long way with me.
And he's making use of the social media.
Yeah, he is.
He's said, speaking of Omega Okada, he said, "Hey, I guess I can't really call that the Purple Rainmaker because some other dude has something like
Japan has wrestling?
What an asshole! Like, I can't even say a-hole. What an asshole! And then he's like, yeah, maybe I'll call it the one-winged dove or something like that. Who knows? What a jerk!
Apparently there's some guy, Okada. I don't know.
Yes.
God, I love it. Beautiful. And again, like he understands the character. The ring work's coming along, so like I can see the progression. You know, do I want more? Yeah, but like I want more of the character too. So, number 9, I actually got to watch Lucha Underground this week.
Oh, hey.
Johnny Mundo versus the Mac. The one thing they had going for them was it was a sudden death match because apparently last week they had a match. God, and TNA needs to learn this if they want anybody new to come into the programming. I can miss Lucha Underground all the time if I want. And it doesn't matter because they give me a nice package that says, here's what you've missed. If you haven't watched, here's what we're going to do tonight. And boom, they jump right in.
And it's enough to get you up and running.
Exactly. And, they said, so Mac and Mundo had to have a sudden death, false count anywhere match because they had, like, I don't remember if it was double DQ or a time limit draw or something. And it was good. I like the match a lot, but it all, like, encompassed with the package of everything. 10, Bailey. I don't know if you went back and watched the interview.
I
segment.
did. The one that the last week Fredo had a little
big
bit of
problem with.
Yeah,
I don't know. I liked it.
she weirded out Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Corey Graves should be weirded out by somebody trying to be positive and trying to collect themselves in from a pool of despair into a little pillar of positivity.
I liked it.
Corey Graves gets the pat hug. Just
What is happening here? Yeah. So she reaches number 10. You know, does she stay there? I don't know. We'll see. And my bummer of the week was Wrath. I was talking,
no shit.
I was talking to you about this outside. Like, he lost to Kevin Nash. Like, he's on a roll, and Kevin Nash wins World War III, and they put Wrath immediately in the ring with Kevin Nash. Like, he's not going to win. Why do that? Why do that?
Well, we build them up to feed them to the people that don't need it.
So whatever.
Welcome to 98, Justin. Enjoy.
He loses.
You're gonna love 99.
I can't wait.
I know you can.
I'm right around the way from the finger poke of doom.
Let me know when you hit that. I'm not jumping in with you. I don't know why I'm saying
I'm
this.
so close to the finger poke of doom. I'm weeks away. I have 2 Nitros and Starcade 98 left.
Okay.
In 98, and then I'm in 99.
Oh, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be so bad. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be bad enough that you get to enjoy it again. That makes me happy.
Exactly, because 97 was great. 98 has been so bad that it's been frustrating to watch. 99 is going to be bad, so bad that... What are they doing? Ah! Can't wait.
Enjoy.
I'm going to. And so that's...
All right, well, and
that's
then
this week.
a couple that I want to throw in there. Kushida and Takahashi had like a 4.75 star match. So, like, which could have been a main event anywhere else. and it was your third main event for the evening. And I have to mention the story of the Intercontinental Championship in New Japan with Naito hating the belt because it one-upped him when he should have been the main event years ago. And he's been destroying the belt. And the story was he's going to retire and just completely destroy the belt if he retains at this. Tanahashi, the John Cena of New Japan, playing the hero, coming in, taking the Intercontinental Championship away. They're going to present him with a new belt. Fantastic storyline for the belt, for Naito, for Tanahashi. A full, complete package. Could have been a main event, but again, you got Okada Omega in the same card. That card is just ridiculous. We'll get to it, Justin. I'm going to get a subscription here eventually.
I just want to watch it.
I know you do.
You know, it's about that time.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
It's actually past
I got
that
excited.
time.
It's way past that time. Let's go home.
Yeah.
We're done. I got to go home and watch some more Connor and Victor. I don't care. He's thick. Not that kind of thick. Hey, man. Guess what? It's longer than I thought it was. This is a bit of a pregnant pause there. Hey, you guys think what we're doing? Consider going to patreon.com/Radio Free Radio and give $1. I don't know. We ask us. We'll give you stuff. I don't know what.
Eventually.
But we got to earn it. I don't know. Or if you want to do a one-time donation, radiofradio.com/donate.
I'm going to let you run with that. I'm not going to say anything.
Don't ever fix that. I'm sad Matt doesn't be in that joke this week because it's going to keep going forever. I hope the one time doesn't go away. /donate. Don't slash me. Just do me. If you need to get in touch with us individually, holler out at us. It'll freak me out, and I'll
Ignore you?
And I will freak out and hide in my bathroom, the dirty one that no one else goes into. If you want to get in touch with Justin at the Hulkster on Twitter, it's real. That's legit. That's who he is. And if you want to get in touch with me and freak me out, it is at the Nate Project on Twitter. Or maybe you want to comment on the show, you want to talk to us, want to get our opinions on things, you want to tell us where we're wrong, tell us where we're stupid.
That's fine.
You want to set us straight?
Because you're right.
Anywhere in social media, anywhere in the world, #WrestlePals.
We'll find you.
He'll find you. Okay.
I will.
He will. He'll find you.
You might on Facebook.
Maybe.
Because you've been using it lately.
A little bit. I gotta do more #WrestlePals posts because they make me happy, but I'm also scared to come out as a wrestling fan to friends and peoples and stuff.
F 'em.
You know what? You're right. F them. #Wrestle. Goddamn. #WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.
How long are you gonna hold it? You done? We're done.